Welcome and thank you to everyone who's joining me online today. We're going to go over some stretches that you can do before bed to prepare yourself to kind of wind down after a long busy day. It can be difficult sometimes to fall asleep at night, so this is something that hopefully I can help you with. So we'll start in a comfortable seat as per usual. Find a nice tall spine, settle in, relax your shoulders. Imagine there's a string on the top of your head pulling your spine tall. Let's bring our right hand just underneath of our belly button and your left hand to your heart. Notice your breath. Try to breathe into your lower hand first, and then allowing the breath to grow upward towards your upper hands. And your exhale is the same, so exhaling the lower hand first, followed by the upper. Notice the calming effects of your breath. Trying to slow this breath down and lengthen it. Relax your hands onto the tops of your knees. Inhale, kind of use your hands to pull your chest forward. So you're going to look up, pull your chest forward, open up your heart. Shoulders are going back behind you. Exhale, we're going to round through the spine, rounding forward, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, forward again. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. You can do one more. Full exhale, rounding. And then your next inhale, find a neutral spine. You can bring your hands to your mat. We're going to work our way into our hands and knees. Walk your hands forward a little bit and towards the edges of your mat as well as your knees. So walking your knees towards the edge of your mat. So it's kind of like a wider tabletop position. And then inhale, your hips you're going to kind of draw circles with your belly button. So inhale, hips are going to sink forward towards your wrists. And then over towards the other side and scooping back kind of into a child's pose. So hips are sinking back, heads down. Inhale, come forward, rotating. Exhale, back. You might feel some cracks and pops. This is a pretty nice stretch, a good one for in the morning as well, kind of preparing the body. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more in this direction. Then when you find yourself in child's pose again, switch directions. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. You can close your eyes. Kind of just move your body. Exhale, back. We'll do one more. Exhale, back. And now bring your big toes together. Knees are going to come even wider than they are already. Send your hips back. Child's pose, wide-legged child's pose. Inhale, come forward. You can bring your hands back underneath of your shoulders. Walk your knees back in so they're in line with your hands as well. Tuck your back toes under. You're going to find a plank pose. So if you need to kind of wiggle your feet back a little bit, give yourself some more space. Find a nice straight line with the body. Inhale here. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale through the nose to your plank. Long exhale out the mouth, downward dog. Hold your downward dog here. Take a full breath in through the nose. Long breath out, letting it out the mouth. Once more. Long exhale. You can let your knees come to the floor and come back to center. Extend the right leg out to your side. Left hand's going to come in line with your left knee and your right foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Look up. Exhale as you make your way back through center. We're going to switch sides. Tuck that leg in, other side. Walking the right hand over. Inhale, reach up. Hold for one breath. Following exhale comes back to center. Excellent. Now for the next one, you're on your hands and knees still. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, scoop it underneath of your left hand that your right shoulder is going to find either the floor or a pillow or the block. Relax that right arm onto the floor. Left hand, come onto those fingertips. You can kind of tilt your left elbow open, or you can, this hand can leave the floor and reach towards your low back. And you're kind of opening your chest up towards the side of the room. Breathe. And your next inhale, your hand can find the floor. Push yourself back up to center. We'll switch sides. Inhale, reach up with the left hand. Exhale, scoop it under. Relax that shoulder onto the floor. And then same thing with the right hand. Come onto the fingertips and open up with your elbow or reaching around to the low back. And again, trying to keep your chest open towards the side of the room. Breathe. Next inhale, that right hand, is going to find the floor. Push yourself back up through center. You're back on your hands and knees. You're going to tuck your back toes under, make your way to downward dog once more. Pedal it out. So bending your right knee, followed by the left, going back and forth. You can let your hips kind of drop a little side to side. Look forward at your hands. We're going to go for a little walk towards our hands, meeting in a forward fold. So bend your knees as you walk to your hands. You can come up onto your fingertips as well. Make it a little bit easier, and you're going to end up in your forward fold. You're going to reach for opposite elbows and let your head dangle down towards the floor, nice and heavy. Again, long inhale through the nose, followed by a long exhale out the mouth. Your next inhale, slowly rise up. Just having a few breaths at the same time. Your head will be the very last thing to rise. Maybe rotating the neck a little bit. You can let go of your elbows. And then switching direction of your circles with your head. Nice. Coming back through center. Cross your right leg over your left. Reach your hands up to the sky. And get with your left hand, reach for your right wrist. You're going to pull it over towards the left side. You can have 2 full breaths here. Making our way back to center. We're going to switch hands, so your right hand's reaching for your left wrist, left foot's crossing over the right. Lean over to the right side. 2 breaths. And your final exhale, make your way back to center. Relax your arms down. Maybe roll the shoulders. Excellent. We're going to come wide-legged, so making your legs wide. You can reach your arms out wherever your wrists are, maybe trying to get your feet so they're underneath of your wrists. You can bring your hands to your hips. We're going to fold forward. Bring your fingertips to the floor. If the floor feels like it's really far away, you just grab a block or a book or a box or something, and you can bring the floor up a little bit higher. From here, inhale, reach your right hand up to the sky, look up. Exhale through center. Other side, reach up. Exhale through center again. Now we're gonna fold forward entirely, so you can take the weight off your hands. If you want, you can bend your knees a little bit and fold forward, letting the upper body hang heavy. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and try to push your hands up to the sky and your head closer to the floor. We're going to hold this position for a few breaths, so make sure that you're in a rather comfortable position. Feel the weight in both of your feet, strong legs. If you want to sway side to side a little bit, you may. You can breathe in through the nose. Long breath out the mouth. Again. You can undo your fingers. Fingers can come to the floor. Rise up halfway. We're going to walk your feet in a little bit, maybe 2 steps or 3 steps. And then send your hips down. We're going to find a low, deep squat. Whatever that looks like for you. Again, you can sit on a block if that's more comfortable, or you can come up onto the balls of your feet as well if that's more comfortable. Deep squat. Bring your left hand, push it against the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Exhale through center. Switch sides. Right arm's going to push against right leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back through center again. We're going to bring our hands together in front of us. Kind of use the outsides of your triceps to kind of push your knees farther apart from one another. You can have a little bit of pressure against your palms as well. Close your eyes. Breathe pelvis to collarbones. From here, you can use your hands on the floor. We're going to slowly find a seat. You can come laying down on your back. With your knees bent, feet on the floor, windshield wiper your knees from one side to the other. Extend your left leg out, bring your right knee in nice and close. Give that knee a squeeze. You can rotate your ankles, maybe spread your toes. Taking the outside of that knee into your right hand, you're going to open up that knee over towards the right side. Breathing. Inhale as you move through center. Squeeze that knee in one more time. We're going to bring the left knee in to meet the right. Maybe squeeze both of them in once more, and then extending the right leg out. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So squeeze that foot in, rotate the ankle again. Spread your toes, crunch them together. And then taking the knee the outside, once again in the left hand, we're going to open that leg up over towards the left side this time. Inhale, move that knee back through center. Again, hugging the right leg in as well. You can rock side to side, kind of pushing your low back down into the mat. Next, we're going to extend both legs out to the sides. You can bring your hands to the inside of those thighs. You can kind of gauge, push the legs down a little bit if you wish. And rotate the ankles like this again. And from here, you're going to bending the knees, kind of pulling your knees in towards yourself. Happy baby pose. If you wish, you can reach for your big toes or the outside edges of your feet, or keep your hands on the backs of your knees. You can extend one leg out and then coming back through center, and then the other one. You can rock side to side. And then we'll bring our feet together like they're giving each other a high five. Reach for your ankles or interlace your hands around your feet and pull your feet in towards center, kind of letting your knees splay farther away from one another. Maybe notice if you're holding tension in your shoulders, try and release that a little bit. Close your eyes. And then letting go of our feet, you can let your feet find the floor, keeping your butterfly legs. If you want, you can reach your hands up overhead. You can slowly bring your knees back together. Your feet will be back flat on the floor. Arms can move so they're going to be out by your sides as a T shape. And then bringing your legs so that they're kind of floating at 90 degrees. Your shins are parallel with the floor. From here, we're going to let our knees fall towards the right side. Your head can turn towards the left. Close your eyes. Maybe scan through the body and notice if you're holding any tension and kind of allowing that part of you to release. Bring your awareness to your breath. Allow your exhale to be maybe slightly longer than your inhale. On your own time, inhale, moving your legs through center. Exhale as you allow them to fall to the left side. Your head can turn to the right now. Again, bringing your awareness to your breath and trying to have slightly longer exhales. Feeling yourself letting go, releasing tension of the day. Inhale, you can move back through center. Your feet can find the floor. Hands can move so they're back towards your sides and extending the legs out, preparing for Shavasana. If you wanted to throw a blanket over you, you may. If you want a pillow for your head or underneath of your knees. Palms are face up, feet are falling away from one another. Give yourself the permission to settle into the floor, settle into your mat. Feeling the support of the earth under you. Allowing your breath to return back to its natural rhythm. Eyes are closed, your body is heavy. You can notice the points of the body that are in contact with the floor. Just acknowledging those areas. Maybe feeling the backs of your feet touching the floor, your calves. Your thighs. Your glutes, your low back, your hands, your elbows, your shoulder blades, the space between your shoulder blades, and the back of your head, all supported. You can bring your awareness back to this body, back to this space you're in. You can take a full inhale, filling the belly with air. Exhale out the mouth. You can wiggle your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. You can slowly make your way onto your right side. Have a few breaths here. Observe how you feel. Eventually, we'll slowly all meet in a seated position, just like we started. Maybe keeping the eyes closed as you move. Find a tall spine, relax your hands on your thighs, roll your shoulders down your back again. Tuck the chin a little bit. Have a few breaths from your pelvis to your collarbones. Keeping your focus on your breath. You can flutter the eyes open, bring your hands to your heart. Maybe take one more full breath, expressing gratitude towards your body and this breath and this life. From my heart to yours, namaste.